This is Luis at Rite of Passage, Mexico. Can you please state your full name?
Polyro,
How old are you, Polly?
29.
And why is the reason that you came to visit us at Rite of Passage, Mexico?
Addictions and bulimia, so most recently alcohol.
Okay, thank you. So where are you visiting us from?
England.
Okay. Um, just to get a little bit of insight, have you tried other treatments before us?
Yeah. I tried a lot. So 2 inpatient treatments, one for 1 month, one for 3 months. One was a specialist eating disorder hospital. I've tried hypnotherapy, I've tried Reiki, I've tried CBT, I've tried NLP. I've tried everything that I could think of, and I just kind of gave up.
To a certain point, do you feel that any of these programs at least helped you, like if anything?
Yeah, they helped to a point, but never enough. So, like, it did help to learn that I needed to eat enough. And I guess I did sort of learn a bit more about myself, but it didn't really help enough because the behaviours were still there. And if anything, I just felt worse because I'd been through all of this, and really by then I felt like I should have been better, and everyone was saying, well, maybe you don't want it enough, maybe you're not trying hard enough, and I was. But yeah, it wasn't enough.
Okay, can you explain a little bit of like your situation like before coming here? Where was your mindset at? How were you feeling? What were you doing to like deal with your problem before coming here?
Well, I would try and get through everything in the day as early as possible so that I could just stay inside and drink and then binge and purge. I ended up not being able to work because I would just go in and I didn't know if I'd be able to make it through a shift without crying. I was anxious all the time. I would every day think, oh, today I won't do it, I can do it tomorrow, because I knew I was coming away. And every day I'd run to the shop, even if my boyfriend thought that I was having a day off the alcohol or the food, I'd still sneak it in, or I'd convince him to do it with me. And it was just miserable. Like, I woke up hungover every day, and I was burning through money so quickly, and I was so stressed, and I cried every day, and yeah, it just felt pretty hopeless.
Okay, why and how did you decide to seek Ibogaine and ayahuasca?
I'd heard of ayahuasca for a long time, and it's something that I'd always wanted to do. And then I think I was listening to a podcast like Tim Ferriss, and on that they must have mentioned Ibogaine, and other plant medicines. And so I started looking into it, I think. And then the more I looked into it, the more I desperately wanted it. But I just thought, I can't go to another rehab. Like, what if it doesn't work? I always said I'd never go back because I've been full of hope before and nothing else has worked. So why should I get my hopes up this time? But I was really desperate, and it was one thing that I'd not tried yet, and I thought I'd run out of all the options. So I just, yeah, the opportunity came up and I took it.
Okay, thank you. What do you think before coming here was like your main goal? What is that you look to obtain with the plant medicines?
Just to be able to live normally and not rely on food or alcohol. to be more connected to life and my friends and my family than I was to bulimia and alcohol. To be able to process emotions and life like a normal person and be okay with it, so not be white knuckling, because and because I've got out of rehab before and I've white knuckled, and the longest I've stayed clean for has probably been a month on my own, maybe ish. So I just wanted to feel alright in myself.
Okay, and now that you have gone through the ROPMX protocol and Cambo, Ibogaine, and ayahuasca treatment, what do you feel that you've obtained from each plant or each medicine?
Well, the Cambo, I know that it would have helped clear me out, but I was so hungover that day when we did it that it was just a continuation of feeling rough. But I did feel better afterwards. And I do think it helped for when I came to take the Ibogaine. And then the Ibogaine was just magic. Like nothing else I've ever experienced, and it hit so deep and it was so real, and it showed me things that I would never have got on my own, and I've never had from any other treatment at all things that I knew maybe on the surface but didn't really feel. So Ibogaine was really special, and it showed me a lot of stuff from my past, and it showed me a lot about how connected we are. And then ayahuasca was interesting, and it just helped. Like, all 3 ayahuasca journeys gave me something different, and it was different to Ibogaine, but I felt like I needed both of them to have a full experience, like a balanced experience. So I was really pleased about that, and it just feels different, which is insane.
Thank you. So you've been with us for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
How do you feel now?
Yeah, really good. Really strong. Really strong. So, I mean, obviously, it's going to be a lot of work when I go home. And there's going to be a lot of integrating and aftercare. But I feel so much stronger than ever before. And it's not like I haven't been tested. If anything, I've been tested and it's also still been fine. So I feel really hopeful, like more different to ever before, which is really cool. I feel a lot more rational and grounded. Yeah, and excited.
It's awesome. So now, real quick, what recommendations would you have for anybody that would have been going through something similar that you were before coming here? What recommendations would you have for somebody going through maybe not the same situation, but somebody just struggling? What would you want to say to them?
Don't give up, because I nearly did. And I wouldn't have found here, and I wouldn't have had another chance. So yeah, don't give up, and then give it your all, and do it with as much intention as you possibly can, because I think that definitely helps. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth a shot.
Thank you so much for your testimony, Polly. Again, this was Luis at Rite of Passage, Mexico.